My name's EJ, and this is my story. What up? Welcome back to another day. Today is day 49 of losing 60 pounds in 90 days. Down 21 pounds. We started at 285. And if I just do some simple math, 285 minus 21 pounds is pretty good progress. You really aren't gonna believe what I'm gonna do today, but let me show you. This is today, and today is our day. Every day is our day, but we take it one day at a time. And today, our day. Now get a load of this. So I'm doing some more research on GLP-1s after yesterday's video, some people offering their experience with it, and I found something super interesting. Ozempic is bad for business. Rumors that banks and hedge funds don't allow their employees to be on GLP-1s. Because like stock traders and stuff need to make quick decisions based on gut instinct, and GLP-1s mess with your gut instincts. You're not hungry for snacks, you're not hungry for profits, you lose your edge. Could you imagine if the movie Wolf of Wall Street, all the traders were on GLP-1s, not addicted to anything? It'd be pretty boring. More like a Titanic film.
Every day starts off with the morning drink. 10 grams of creatine monohydrate, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and a fourth a teaspoon of Baja Gold sea salt. Gets the digestion right, the mind muscle right, and replenishes the electrolytes and literally makes you want to go Hulk mode and run through a brick wall made of brick.
This breakfast, fueling my day's journey, is made up of 50 grams of oats, 2 tablespoons of PB Fit, a tablespoon of chia seeds, then we have some whey protein isolate powder, a scoop of that, half a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, 50 grams of blueberry, 60 grams of banana, and then on the side, amazingly, perfectly Gordon Ramsay level cooked whole eggs. Literally cooked to perfection with some salt and pepper, a couple pieces, literally 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and 2 chicken weenies with a few grams of honey and pink salt. This meal totals out to 847 calories with 74 grams of protein, 74 grams of carbs, and 31 grams of fat. Pretty high in the fat, but overall, very balanced meal.
No plan is a plan to fail, and best believe I have a plan. On my own app, on my own programming that I do for myself and clients, this is what today is going off on the upper body day on day 49. I have half kneeling single arm cable horizontal row. I have a video for each of these, but I'm doing 3 sets of 10 reps at 57.5 pounds, and then 67.5 pounds, and then 77.5 pounds. Really just trying to get a full stretch, keep the back upright, and get a great squeeze in the lats on every rep. Then I moved on to some single arm landmine press. I usually do these half kneeling with a knee down. Today I tried to do it standing with one arm. Felt it a lot more in the chest than the shoulders. You can even see like the striations in my chest working more than the shoulders, but I did 3 sets of 10 reps at a top weight of 115 pounds. Then I had programmed flat barbell bench press, and no, this isn't that, but I think it's even better because you can work the arms unilaterally if you want, and it has all these different hand placements which allow for a lot better like ease on the shoulders. I worked up to a heavy 1 set of 315 pounds with just great control, getting almost a 90% lockout. And I took my time in between each set because I really wanted to focus on moving the max amount of weight with amazing form. From there, I went on to a mag bar grip. If you haven't used one of these bars, they're really sick. It's just like a better mind muscle connection with the lats and takes off the, connection with the forearms and the biceps, so I can really lock it on the lats. Did 3 really heavy sets of 8 reps, working up to 260 pounds, which is like literally almost my body weight. Then I moved on to some lateral raises. Now, lateral raises are great in most forms. I like with cables and this Arsenal strength machine. even better because I feel way more connection and control of the weight on the descent, on the lowering of the weight. I feel like I get way more out of it than on dumbbells. So every time I'm trying to do lateral raises and hit that medial head, I'm really trying to focus on machine or cables. Final exercise today is incline dumbbell chest flies. And I started off with 35 pounds, went up to 45 and then 50. I honestly just wanted to try something new, and I haven't really done these in a while, but thankfully I always have the videos in my app so that I never get the form wrong, and I know exactly the main muscle worked and the equipment I need, and if it's strength or hypertrophy. And so having not only the video but multiple angles of it, I just feel like I get a way better consistent workout.
My Apple Watch is showing that I burned 160 calories more than my Whoop is.
What's up?
Gym session was great. This next meal is sponsored by Meal Prep of my doing. And it is 6 ounces of jasmine white rice and then 12 ounces total of the Meal Prep slop, but about 10 ounces of ground turkey, so that's what I tracked. This total meal is about 50 grams of carbs, 60 grams of protein, and 20 grams of fattiness, which leaves me with 106 grams of protein, 88 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of fat left. So I have about 1,000 calories left. I am going to probably have to have another carb meal. I'll try and do it in my next meal, but I am excited that I didn't just have 2 gargantuan meals back to back and then I'm left with some mice crumbs and rat turds for the rest of my day. So I'll actually be able to have like a decent meal. I will say I had this 2 days ago and my stomach felt like a hot air balloon within the digestion. So I'm gonna combat that by doing my cardio as soon as I finish this meal.
For cardio, I did incline walking on the treadmill with 5 incline and 3 speed for 30 minutes.
Again, on my Apple Watch, it's showing that I burned 50 more calories than my Whoop is saying. I'm going to get into this difference in a second.
But first, I need to rehydrate the electrolytes that were lost in the sweat with a sugar-free liquid IV lemon lime flavor. Kind of the second mid-tier flavor to white peach, but it still gets the job done and makes me feel way more energized after I'm done working out.
So I noticed something interesting and I started digging into it with the Apple Watch and Whoop just after one day of wearing it. Yes, the Whoop will take more time of adaptation since it's only been a day and it's calling for 4 to 7 days for everything to like get fully foundationally set in place. But I noticed something interesting. My Whoop and Apple Watch Ultra 2 are showing different calories, workout stats, but the exact same session and time of that session. So I was like, which one is actually right? And first, I learned neither device is directly measuring calories burned. They're both estimating using algorithms. And here's the key difference. Apple Watch relies heavily on movement, heart rate, and body metrics like height, weight, pace, arm swing, and GPS. It assumes more mechanical work is happening, especially during walking and lifting, so it often gives higher calorie numbers. Whoop, on the other hand, is almost entirely heart rate and strain based. It cares more about cardiovascular load, not the movement itself. So strength training or my incline walking that I did today, where my muscles work hard, but the heart rate like stays moderate, it often shows lower calories. And that's why I see a difference like this. So which one is closer to right? Well, for my understanding, more total daily energy burn, research suggests that wrist wearables can be 10 to 25% off either way. Apple Watch is more accurate for movement and resistance training, and Whoop is better for recovery, strain, and cardiovascular stress. But still, I'm not chasing exact calorie numbers from these trackers. It's just tracking trends consistently on both devices. And I'm just going to continue to compare these pretty much every day over the next month and just see if there's any type of alignment on it. Just my research coming back saying Apple Watch is better for movement and resistance training and Whoop is better for recovery and strain
strain sounds to be like the same thing as movement and resistance training. So I'm not sure. I really want to use the Whoop for more of the recovery sense anyways, but it will just be interesting to actively compare these. I also have an Oura ring, so I might throw that in the mix, but it honestly might be overkill to look like a cyborg. I do have one more meal incoming. I'm probably gonna go rip Whole Foods and just get some simple chicken and rice, and then I'll have a protein shake to finish off the rest of the protein for tonight. I think this is a very important quote, tweet, X file. The amount of good things in your life depends on your ability to notice them. It's kind of like the law of attraction. What we think about is super important. Our brain believes even the stupid things that we think. And so it is very important to just be grateful for a lot of the things that I say that I'm grateful for, like when I'm praying and stuff, is just like I'm grateful for having a roof over my head, for having clean water, for having the ability to eat, the ability to track my food and say no to things and not be starving or like choose to starve, to just have loving friends and family, and to be able to invest in like camera equipment and put this stuff out there and people receive it positively and help other people. And there's been many times where I've focused on the negatives and the things that I don't have, and life is so much better enjoying and embracing the things that we do have. It's good to strive for things. Like, I'm not at the weight that I want to be. I don't look in the mirror the way I want to look yet, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm blessed to have more healthy days than not. I mean, comment it if you want, or just write it down or think about it right now of 3 things that you're thankful for. And when you're walking down the hallway, walking down the street, through life, like, just try and be more open and thinking about things that you are blessed and thankful for, and see if it makes your day even 1% better. I appreciate all the input that all of you provide in this journey, and I'm excited to get after it another day, enjoy the rest of the day, edit this, and send it off to you. Well, if you're watching this, it's already been sent. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.